Casey Johns, and this is Hank's Corner. We are here to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Hank's Corner. This is the Christmas episode we've been waiting for all year, and we've had some good ones in the past, and we're definitely going to have another good one here. Of course, I'm Hank Jr., part of Hank Jr. Productions, where I'm documenting life's moments through photography, videography, and of course, podcasting. And I hope you guys are getting ready for the holidays, and let's just get right into it. Let's bring in my special guest, Casey Johns. Casey, welcome to the Hank's Corner Christmas show.
What's up, Hank? How you doing?
Oh, I am doing well. How about yourself?
Pretty good, man. We've been in the studio all day, just, writing for a new record.
I know. So we were talking a little bit offline about that. I'm getting so excited because, I always like all your music. And then when you got something new coming up, I just get hyped to hear what's going on. And we're going to be talking a lot about what's going on in your world because you have a lot to talk about. But, let's start it off a little bit about the Christmas theme since we are doing a Christmas episode here. And when do you start playing Christmas music in your household?
Honestly, I feel like right after Thanksgiving is when it should happen. But I mean, we just did a tour through Norway and they were already requesting Christmas music. So I guess now we're just playing it whenever people want to hear it.
And I've told people before, it's kind of weird, but, most people listen to like Spotify or, iTunes or whatever, and you kind of can select the songs that you like. And of course you can create playlists, but you can just have a general one that's for like. And there's a lot of artists, including yours, that I have Christmas music that it's checked off as a like. And, it'll come on randomly throughout the year. And you know what? I don't hit fast forward. I continue to listen to it. So I'm actually listening to Christmas music all year long.
Oh, I kind of love that. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. And, we'll talk a little bit more about Christmas, but let's talk specifically about your song Rock for Christmas, because, I love the play on words because, when I come see you, you always are rocking out. And then, of course, we're talking about a different kind of rock for Christmas there. So, tell us a little bit about this song and how it came to be.
Yeah, I wrote this with the boys in the band, with Tim Angston and Tim Baumgartner. And we were just in the studio. It's so weird when you write Christmas music because I feel like when we wrote it in the heat of summer. We wrote it in the middle of July, and we were trying to get into the Christmas spirit and just talk about what we were going to write about. And of course, I love rock and roll music and I love country music. So we just put both of those together, and the meaning of it, basically what you just said is a double meaning of wanting a rock for Christmas and rocking out for Christmas. So we just kind of took that and went with it. And we wrote it a little like our humor. There's a couple lines in there where it says, the eggnog is really strong. We left a strong batch of cookies for Santa. So we just kind of added all of our humorous stuff in it. And it's just a fun tune.
Yeah. And is that one of the songs that is frequently requested when you go out and, play around this time of year?
Definitely. Always. People always ask, do you have any original Christmas music? And luckily we have that one. So
yeah, and let's get right into it. Let's bring in some of that music. Here is Rock for Christmas by Casey Johns.
Keep the pony 'cause I ain't no little girl. The only stuff for me
Welcome back to Hank's Corner. I'm Hank Jr. here with my special guest, Casey Johns, and this is our special Christmas edition of Hank's Corner. And for those of you might be wondering, I got a little bit of a different background back here, and that's because I am not in my little corner that I'm normally at in the Tampa Bay area. I'm actually in Panama City Beach, and we've been having a lot of great sunrises and sunsets. It's a little different than being in Tampa Bay because we get both of them on the beach over here. And Casey, are you a beach person?
Absolutely. I love the beach. That is my happy place.
It definitely is kind of gorgeous to look at. I did not take the opportunity to go in the water. I don't know how cool it is this time of year, but it's definitely gorgeous to watch. And speaking about places that where I'm at, where I've been, where you've been all over the place. Tell us a little bit, because I get to see you once a year, and it's around the Christmas time, and I love doing that. But we've actually haven't had a podcast in quite a while, and I've seen you all over the world. Tell us a little bit about where you're coming and going from.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you so much for always coming to our shows in December in Tampa out there. It's always a blast to just see you and hang with you. So I really appreciate you coming out. But yeah, I do think this year was probably our busiest year yet. Man, we were everywhere from Washington to New York to Pennsylvania to Key West to Colorado. I mean, we have been quite literally everywhere around the States this year. And then not to mention, we did our first UK tour this year. We went to Norway this year. So it has definitely been our busiest year yet.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about Norway, because I do get to travel, quite a bit, but it's mostly stateside, and I just don't know much about Norway. So what am I missing out there?
Dude, they love music. They love music, and it's like the cleanest country. Like and the people over there, they love to party. They're a lot of fun, and I mean, like I said earlier, they just love music. You go over there and they just sing along with you. I mean, they love being out, and I don't know. There's just such good vibes over there. We just love it.
Yeah, definitely. And, like I said, I haven't been over there, and it's actually been, God, probably since 2008 since I've, even crossed the pond, so to speak, to go in that direction. And I'm quite due for it. But, you talk about Key West, and a lot of singers go down to Key West, songwriters festivals that are going on. And it's not really relatively that far from the Tampa Bay area, but I have not been down there yet, and I still need to make my way down there. 6 years in Florida and still haven't gone down there.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You have to go down there. Key West is a blast. It's so much fun. I mean, they have festivals all throughout the year. You got to go.
I know, it's definitely on my bucket list, and I really want to get there. Like I said, so much talent just goes down there through all the festivals, and when you're down there, who have you seen down there that I don't know if it's on a regular basis, but when you actually get to see as a fan, who have you seeing down there?
Oh my gosh, there's so many great talented artists down there. I mean, Just George is one of my favorites. He's pretty much the whole reason I have a regular job down there. He got me up on stage, and I go see him every single time we're down there. Caffeine Carl is another great musician down there. I mean, there's just so many great. I mean, we normally play at a bar called Hog's Breath, and that's kind of our regular bar. We don't really play anywhere else, mostly because they're so good to us. We love them. And, we're good to them. So it's just kind of that loyalty there. But they have a lot of great bands come in and out of there, especially just local and traveling. So, yeah, anytime you're down there, definitely check out Hog's Breath.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely, tag them here on the podcast and, promote them a little bit. And, yeah, I'd like to go down and visit and see what they have to offer. And it's more than just travel that you've got to experience the last year. I mean, you are kicking butt with the music as well. Tell us about all that's been going on.
Yeah. I think last year, after the Thunder record, I kind of took I don't know, about 8 months off from just trying to figure out what I wanted to write about and what I wanted to work on next. And after taking that time off for about 8 months, we ended up with Rodeo Queen. And Rodeo Queen was probably the most personal story I've told about my family and where I come from. And I think that I wanted to lean more into that style of writing. So that's basically all I've been writing for the last 2 years is what I'm doing on the road, how I'm living my life, everything about my family, where I come from, my roots, heartbreak, love. I'm writing about that right now, and I'm being a little bit more personable, I guess. And I'm enjoying my writing more than I have in the past. So I'm excited for people to.
And I was curious. I mean, is that something easy for you to do, to start kind of being a little bit more vulnerable with what you're putting out?
I think for a long time it was really hard for me to be very vulnerable because I don't think I had found like my crew yet to write with, and now that I've found, the boys in the band that I write with are just incredible writers, and we just make a really, really good team. And I think I'm really, really happy with the little bubble I'm in right now with the boys in the band.
Yeah, and so because I always curious about putting yourself out there. It's one thing to write for yourself, and then it's another thing to write for the public. And sometimes when that crosses the line, people get very nervous about that, wondering what are people going to think of me. But you know what, even probably the most sentimental thing that's going to come out of you is just going to rock, because that's just the kind of person you are, right? I mean, I know you got a couple of slower songs, shall we say, but for the most part, you're very upbeat, very fun, and it comes out in your music, even if it's emotional.
Oh, thanks for saying that. I mean, I love rock and roll. I come from Memphis. I love blues music. I love country. And I think, I just wanted to incorporate all of that. And you're right. I think, I had a hard time just being very vulnerable and opening up, and, I had a hard time saying what I wanted to say. And now I feel like I'm finally getting to a point where, I'm not trying to write for radio and for what people expect to hear. I'm just writing about what I want to write about. I'm singing about what I want to sing about. And I think, I'm having a much better time just musically and writing right now with the boys.
That's awesome to hear. And does your fans, kind of recognize that? Does it resonate a little bit more with them, or they're just happy that you're putting out good music? Do people say, oh, what you said in this line or what you said there that kind of hits home? Have you experienced any of that?
Gosh, I hope so. We found out this week that my new single "Best Seat in the House" was top 20 on the Positive Country charts, and that's huge right now. And it was a song about my granddad, and he taught me how to play. This is actually his guitar right here,
Wow.
and he passed away 2 years ago, and it's just a tribute to him. And I feel like I've definitely met a lot of people on the road that say, what, my granddad, taught me how to do this, or my grandma, or this coach taught me how to do this. And, everybody's got their own little cheerleaders in their life that has taught them to chase their dreams and showed them guidance and advice along the way. And I think that's the stories I'm loving to hear on the road right now, is connecting with that song.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, you mentioned Rodeo Queen and Best Seat in the House. And why don't we go ahead and play both of those as a double feature here on Hank's Corner?
Let's do it.
Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Daddy was a Mustang, Mama knew how to brake. I saw his love was a sure thing even when I was 8. He worked the land to cry. She sunk in her spurs, turning into her kind of guy. Mama didn't raise no big city pretty girl. Can't turn a wrench, make a fire in a country world. Dirt on my feet, carry stuff over my hands. It's like I'm riding barrels, looking for a man that'll stand in his snake skins, beat the sun up. Patsy Cline and Willie, Merle and Johnny Cash. Stack of CDs sliding around that F-150 dash. Riding downtown singing out loud to an old school country song. Back at home he'd pick the chords and I'd try to strum along. I'd try to strum along. Sing. Till the sun went down, he had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, when he had the best seat in the house. Gatlinburg to Dallas, Green Bay to Cocoa Beach. He'd call me up before each show as they sing a song for me. So I'll never leave out Loveless, wherever this road leads. And I won't forget the courthouse square underneath that old oak tree. He was singing along with me, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Bringing the band back to my hometown. He had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, when he had the best seat in the house. Oh, oh, oh. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now. Oh, oh, oh. A front porch begging till the sun went down, bringing the band back to my hometown. Heaven only knows. Though his face ain't in the crowd, I can still feel him here and now. And he has the best seat in the house. Yeah, yeah, best seat in the house. Yeah,
And welcome back to Hank's Corner and Merry Christmas. This is Hank Jr. here with Casey Johns, and this is my Christmas special. And, I always like doing these things. Like I said, I listen to Christmas music all year round, not heavily, but, peppered in throughout the thing. And, I definitely believe, in the Christmas spirit, the true Christmas spirit, what that means. And, Jesus coming down and taking our place here for sin. But, as far as the Christmas spirit, what gets you into the Christmas mood?
Every right after Thanksgiving, I always go home, obviously for the holidays for Thanksgiving. And me and my mom always have a tradition every single year where we'll do some Christmas cooking, like right after Thanksgiving. And, we cook for everyone. We go as far as cooking for everyone on my team, to the bank, to my merch company, to everyone that's been around me, helping me out all year. So me and my mom just get together and we just cook for 2 to 3 days. And then we go out and we deliver Christmas treats. And so that really gets me excited and ready for Christmas for sure.
Yeah, and food is always a great thing, and we always talk about food on my podcast, whether it's Christmas or not. And being from South Texas, one of the big things over there for Christmas season is tamales. When you are making, your food, do you have a special thing that's like your staple, or you're going to make as much food as possible and dig in?
Man, we cook everything from sausage balls to chocolate chip cookies to magic bars. I mean, we even go as far as taking my own Thunder whiskey, which I branded 2 years ago, and we'll make these little Thunder balls. They're awesome.
Yeah, I definitely love that whiskey. I still got a couple of bottles left. So, because I did stock up when you had released them, and definitely like that. And I'm definitely going to keep one bottle though that I'm not going to open as a decoration, as a souvenir. But definitely the other ones are getting. What's
You should
that?
cook with it. It's great cooking as well because
Well,
it's so
you
smoky. It's great to cook with, bourbon balls or with barbecue. You should totally cook with it.
Well, you're going to have to teach me some of these recipes because, I'm not known for my cooking. There's a few things that I can grill, but it sounds like you have enough faith in me that I could probably make something up. So we'll have to get offline, and you'll teach me some recipes. Have you thought about putting out recipes like that and promoting the whiskey with the recipes?
We have, we just filmed some content, I don't know, about a month ago, doing some like holiday cocktails, and that was a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get some of that out soon. But yeah, just I have a barbecue joint in my hometown that cooks with my whiskey, and we've been talking about going out there and shooting some content, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Now, going back, as a kid, was there any moments in time around the Christmas time that you really remember that kind of stick out as good memories, or particular, songs that when they came on as a kid, like you just got really excited?
I think honestly, just getting together with my family. I started singing on cruise ships. I've done Dollywood. I've traveled my entire life. So honestly, I try to just take like Christmas and Thanksgiving to just spend time with my family because I don't get to do that a lot. I'm always on the road. So, yeah, I mean, that's my most exciting thing about just, the holidays is knowing that I get to go home for a couple of days and just hang out with the family like, I did when I was a kid. So it's exciting to go back to that.
Yeah, it's amazing. You start realizing how close you want to be with family during the holidays, or if you don't have somebody around, how you miss them during the holidays. And one of my key moments that I always used to remember, as a young kid, I was living up in the Philadelphia area, and my aunts had belonged to this old church. I'm talking about real old type church, and at midnight, we would do the silent night, and we would pass the candle light, from one person to another. And to me, that was probably my most memorable thing. But of course, it has to do with that family aspect. I mean, yeah, you could go do it at the church and get the feeling from the song itself, but being there with family, you can't replace that.
It's so true. You can't beat it. You can't beat that feeling and that spirit that just brings your whole family together around the holidays. It's awesome.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
I do. I love like either bluesier Christmas songs or very sassy Christmas songs. So obviously I love Santa Baby. That's just one that everybody loves. And then Please Come Home for Christmas is such the way that the Eagles did it was so bluesy and just cool that, yeah, those two are my favorite Christmas songs.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to play your version of that, on the way out. But we only got a little bit of time left for the year. What's in store for the rest of the year for you? And do you have any like New Year's resolutions, whether personal or for your music that's coming up? And wow, it's kind of hard to say, 2026.
Dude, isn't that wild? I feel like this year just like flew. It's crazy. Um, we're kind of on the road a little bit. I'm going to take about 10 days off. Like we ended the studio today. This is like, once I close this laptop, I'm in holiday mode. Like 10 days, I'm taking 10 days off. And then we're coming back in December for a few, road shows. We're playing in Georgia. We got Tampa coming up, and then Key West, and we're going to Vegas for the NFR.
Mm.
But after the New Year's, I'm taking about a week off, and then we are hitting it hard in January. We're going back on the road. We're working on a new record right now, so it's we've got a new single coming out in February. And I think my New Year's resolution would probably just to connect a little bit more with some of the relationships that I've had. I feel like that's always, it sounds easy, but it's always the hardest to do. That's what I really want to do, is just continue to keep connecting with my audience and my friends and, people like you, and just continue to keep that up. Cause I think it sounds easy, but it is hard to do with everything that, you and I both got so much going on. And I feel like to keep those relationships going and keep that connection there is really important.
Yeah, and unlike some resolutions where you have to kind of like work hard, like people want to work out and eat differently or whatever, that actually sounds like a fun resolution.
Yeah.
Like you said, it could be a little hard, but how rewarding is that to get out there and talk to people and connect with people? I mean, that's why I started doing this podcast. I never thought of me as a good podcaster, but I get to talk to great people like you, and how fun is that? So
I agree. It's an easy resolution, Come on.
yeah. Well, Casey, I definitely appreciate you coming on the podcast, celebrating Christmas with us. And, I hope you enjoy your Christmas and have a great new year and, hopefully accomplish everything that you're looking for. Of course, if you ever do want to do some of your new releases on a world premiere on Hank's Corner, we got you. So feel free
Absolutely.
to reach out. But you enjoy that, and everybody at home watching in, we hope that you have a Merry Christmas as well and a Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in to Hank's Corner. Hank Jr. here with Casey Johns.
Hi, Hank. Thanks for having me.
Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friends to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas, please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, oh, sure as a star shine above. But this is Christmas, yes, this is Christmas, my dear. It's that time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more own Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain, and I'll be happy, happy once again. Friends and relations send salutations, oh, sure as a star shine above. But this is Christmas, yes, this is Christmas, my dear. It's that time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more own Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain, and I'll be happy, happy once again. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again.